Hello everyone, welcome to History and Culture. Xiang Fei, a name filled with beauty and mystery. Seems like a wisp of lingering fragrance, from legend, passed down through generations along with her captivating story. For those who have watched the Chinese historical drama My Fair Princess, Huan Zhu Gugu, Xiang Fei is undoubtedly a familiar figure. She was a peerless beauty from the western regions, said to possess a natural fragrance that could attract bees and butterflies, showcasing her unique elegance deep within the Qing palace. However, her origins remain a mystery. Her natural scent is astonishing, and even her death is shrouded in intrigue. Why was such an extraordinary beauty ordered to take her own life with a white silk scarf? The legend and historical debate. According to historians, there are multiple legends about Xiang Fei. Some believe she was actually Zheng Fei, a consort of Emperor Qianlong from the western regions. However, whether the two were truly the same person remains a topic of debate among scholars. It is said that after Qianlong suppressed the rebellion of the Hui rebellion led by the Koja brothers, Xiang Fei was brought to the palace. Her unparalleled beauty and natural fragrance deeply captivated Qianlong, who granted her the title Xiang Fei. To help her adapt to court life, Qianlong even had palace streets and buildings constructed in the style of the western regions to ease her homesickness. However, Xiang Fei's heart remained tied to her homeland, and she never submitted to Qianlong. She carried a blade with her at all times, safeguarding her chastity and refusing the emperor's advances. She once confessed, "I am, after all, a woman of the western regions. My family has perished in battle, and my heart aches for the past. My sorrow is unbearable. It is not my intention to offend your majesty. A tragic love in My Fair Princess." In My Fair Princess, Xiang Fei was given a romantic storyline. She had already given her heart to Meng Dan. To remain faithful to this love, she was willing to defy Qianlong and protect her purity. Moved by Xiang Fei and Meng Dan's unwavering devotion, Xiao Yanzi and Ziwei helped them escape the palace, fulfilling their promise, "You are the wind, I am the sand." Together, they wandered the world, free from the constraints of royal life. The reality, a fate sealed by tragedy. However, the real Xiang Fei was not so fortunate. In historical accounts, she never encountered a Xiao Yanzi or Ziwei to help her flee the palace. It is said that shortly after she entered the imperial court, Qianlong's mother, Empress Dowager Cixi, learned of her unyielding nature. Fearing that Xiang Fei might seek revenge under the guise of chastity, the Empress Dowager summoned her while Qianlong was away and forced her to take her own life with a white silk scarf. By the time Qianlong returned, the beautiful consort had already perished like a fading fragrance. Grief-stricken but unable to defy his mother's decree, Qianlong could only bury Xiang Fei at the northern side of Taoranting Park. On her tombstone, he engraved, "Endless sorrow, boundless tribulation. The short song ends, the bright moon wanes. A wisp of fragrant soul lingers on. Is it real or not? She has turned into a butterfly." The true identity of Xiang Fei. Historical records confirm that among Qianlong's consorts, there was indeed a woman from the western regions, Zheng Fei. Many elements of the Xiang Fei legend are believed to be based on her. Born in the second year of Emperor Yongzheng's reign, 1724. Zheng Fei was the daughter of Ali Koja, a noble of the Hui tribe. Her elder brother was Turdu, and their family resided in Yarkand, belonging to the Koja clan. In the 20th year of Qianlong's reign, the remnants of the Zhunger forces frequently raided the Qing borders. Qianlong dispatched an elite army to suppress the rebellion and rescued the imprisoned sons of the opposing Hui leader, Mahamu, Burhanuddin and Koja Jihan, the so-called Koja brothers. However, in a shocking twist, after being rescued, these two men did not show gratitude to the Qing court. Instead, they betrayed the empire and instigated another rebellion. Lady Rong's elder brother, Turdu, refused to collaborate with the Great and Small Koja, and resolutely led his entire clan to migrate to Ili. The rebellion of the Great and Small Koja lasted for 2 years. Ultimately, Emperor Qianlong decided to dispatch Qing troops to completely suppress the turmoil. Lady Rong's family actively assisted the Qing army in battle and made significant contributions. As a reward, Qianlong not only granted them noble titles but also built a special settlement, the Hui camp, in Beijing for the nobility of the Hui region. 3 years after Lady Rong arrived in Beijing, at the age of 27, she was taken into Qianlong's harem and initially conferred the title of noble lady. In ancient times, women typically married young, making it quite rare for someone to enter the palace at the age of 27. This led to much speculation about her marital history. According to folklore, Lady Rong was once the wife of Small Koja. However, from a genealogical perspective, Lady Rong and the Great and Small Koja belonged to the same clan, making a close relative marriage highly unlikely. Furthermore, in Qing history, there were precedents of older women marrying into the royal family, such as Dongo of the Yehe Nara clan. Therefore, Lady Rong's case was not entirely unusual. Nevertheless, many believe that Lady Rong's entry into the palace was more of a political marriage. Qianlong may have married her to secure the loyalty of the Hui nobility and strengthen their ties to the Qing court. Despite the political factors, Lady Rong's beauty and unique charm deeply captivated Emperor Qianlong. It is said that she possessed the classic features of a Uyghur beauty: fair skin, delicate eyebrows, deep-set eyes, slightly high cheekbones, and a faint, natural smile that exuded an exotic allure. More remarkably, her body emitted a natural fragrance, which was said to be mesmerizing. Qianlong adored Lady Rong. But considering that she had grown up in the Hui region and had different customs from other concubines in the palace, he arranged for her to live in the Hui camp so she could adapt to life in Beijing. Additionally, he invited chefs from her homeland to prepare meals that suited her native tastes, helping to ease her homesickness. Just 2 years after entering the palace, Lady Rong was promoted from noble lady to concubine Rong and later to consort Rong. At the same time, her elder brother, Turdu, was granted the title of Duke of Supporting the State, demonstrating the imperial favor bestowed upon their family. Lady Rong was not only deeply cherished by Qianlong but also accompanied him on multiple tours, including his southern and eastern inspections, and joined him on 7 hunting expeditions in Rihe. Skilled in horseback riding and archery, she rode alongside the emperor, displaying her heroic and gallant nature. Her family also greatly benefited from her status, frequently receiving lavish rewards from Qianlong. In the 53rd year of Qianlong's reign, 1788, Lady Rong passed away at the age of 55 due to illness. Before her death, she distributed her accumulated wealth among the imperial concubines, princesses, and her family, demonstrating her generous and kind-hearted nature. The rumor of her forced suicide? A popular folk tale claims that Lady Rong was unwilling to submit to Qianlong and was thus ordered to be executed by his mother, Empress Dowager Cixi. However, this theory is entirely unfounded. Historical records indicate that Empress Dowager Cixi passed away in the 42nd year of Qianlong's reign, 1777. While Lady Rong lived until the 53rd year of Qianlong's reign, 1788, outliving the Empress Dowager by 11 years. How could someone who had already passed away order the death of a living person? The legend of Fragrant Concubine's burial site. There have long been different theories regarding the final resting place of the fragrant concubine, Xiang Fei. 3 locations are widely believed to be her burial site. First location, north of Taoranting, Beijing. According to unofficial historical accounts, the fragrant concubine's tomb is said to be located north of Taoranting in Beijing. This speculation arises from the presence of a mysterious tombstone in the area. whose inscription is described as poignant and sorrowful, seemingly narrating a tragic love story. As a result, people began associating the tomb's owner with Xiang Fei, even giving rise to the legend of Xiang Fei transforming into a butterfly. Second location, the Afak Koja Mausoleum in Kashgar, Xinjiang. Another theory suggests that after Xiang Fei's death, Emperor Qianlong dispatched a funeral procession of 6,000 men to escort her remains back to her homeland in Xinjiang, ensuring that the coffin never touched the ground throughout the journey. However, by the time the procession reached Kashgar, only about 600 men reportedly remained. The mausoleum itself is actually the ancestral tomb of the Koja family, built in the 13th year of Emperor Chongzhen's reign, 1640, by Xiang Fei's maternal grandfather, Afak Koja. Initially, there was no claim that Xiang Fei was buried there. However, as her legend spread, people began associating her with the site. Nevertheless, there is no concrete evidence identifying which specific tomb might belong to her. From a historical perspective, however, it is highly unlikely that the real Xiang Fei was returned to Xinjiang for burial. As a consort of Emperor Qianlong, she would have been buried according to Qing dynasty royal burial traditions, making it improbable for her to be interred in the western regions. Where is the true burial site of Xiang Fei? Historical records provide a clear answer. Xiang Fei was buried in the imperial concubine's mausoleum of Qianlong's Yu Mausoleum, Yuling, in Zhuanhua, Hebei province. During later restoration work, researchers discovered that Xiang Fei's outer coffin was engraved with Arabic script, and her coffin structure differed from that of other imperial consorts. Unlike the standard Qing practice of placing the inner coffin within an outer coffin, hers was found to have an outer coffin but no inner one. This deviation from standard burial customs was likely an accommodation for her religious beliefs, though the exact reasons remain subject to further study. Was Xiang Fei the same person as consort Rong? There has been academic debate over whether Xiang Fei and consort Rong were the same person. Today, the prevailing view is that they were indeed the same individual. The name Xiang Fei first appeared in the Shijiang miscellaneous poems, Shijiang Zashu Shi, and was later mentioned in the complete works of Wang Xiangqi Xianqing Quanji, which contributed to its widespread popularity. It is said that the Forbidden City once exhibited artifacts from the Qingde mountain resort, Bishu Shanzhuang, among which was a portrait of a young woman dressed in military attire. The back of the painting bore an inscription, Xiang Fei, a concubine of the Hui tribe, known as Xiang Fei among her people. This discovery further cemented her name in popular imagination, leading to an ever-growing body of legends surrounding her life. Whether based on historical records or folklore, Xiang Fei remains an enigmatic figure. Her life intertwined politics and romance, leaving behind an enduring and fascinating legacy in Qing dynasty history. This is the History and Culture channel. Liking and subscribing are the greatest help and support to us. Thank you everyone and see you in the next time.